Welcome to our webinar today called Winter Planning, Summer Profit, a new sales channel is knocking. My name's Shaylin. I'm just going to give it a few moments while we let a couple of our guests still trickle in. While we do, I'm going to go over a couple housekeeping items with you guys. Today, we're launching this webinar on Zoom. Feel free to use our Q&A feature to chat back and forth with myself and our other panelists. If you guys have any questions, the WorkWave team is here to help and answer. We can't thank you guys enough for taking time out of this extremely busy time of year to join us on this webinar today. The timing of this webinar has a purpose. 90 days from now is right around mid-March, kicking off busy season. Everything we're going to talk about today is how to prep your door-to-door sales team on getting ready for that busy season and that warmer weather. At the end of today's session, we're going to present a 90-day game plan for your team to be able to roll out door-to-door sales. So that's why we wanted to schedule that this time of year so you can spend the next 90 days using the information you learned during today's session to really make a high impact on your sales teams. It looks like we have quite a few people in, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it off. We have a lot to cover in this 30-minute session together. And again, I can't thank you enough for joining us today. As I mentioned, my name is Shaylin Kravitz. I'm a senior enterprise account manager here at WorkWave. I've been here for a little over 6 years now, which has flown by. I work with both the pest vertical and the green vertical as well. And I work with some of our top customers and some of the top pest control companies and green companies worldwide. I've really enjoyed getting to know this industry. The people in this industry are some of the best that I've met, and I'm going to use everything that I've learned through all of my customers and my experience here at WorkWave to be able to present today's session to you guys. I'm based in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here with my husband and my daughter, and really just enjoying being back and getting to work with these top customers, gain this industry knowledge, and then doing what I'm doing with you guys today, bringing it back and presenting it to you guys so that you can learn, strengthen your teams, continue to grow. Without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off the agenda for today. So we're really going to go over the blueprint of what to do during the winter season so that you're ready to launch an in-field sales team during busy season. In-field sales teams, door knocking, both of these are hot topics in the pest industry right now. You can't go to a single conference nowadays, join a webinar, read an article in any of the pest magazines that does not talk about in-field sales teams and door-to-door sales. And for very good reason. The impact that these in-field sales teams have are monumental. They're taking companies from growth sizes of 3 times, 4 times their sales when launching these kinds of initiatives. So really excited to go over some industry knowledge with you guys about in-field sales, door-to-door knocking, and things to keep in mind if this is something you want to roll out. And if you already have rolled it out, maybe how you can make some improvements. Today's objective is for you guys to be able to make critical decisions during the off-season. The ways to set up your team, technologies to use, and other little things that I want you guys to keep in mind that you are going to put the work in now and see the most impact for during your sales seasons. We're going to focus on things like your team structure, the technology you're using, the logistics of every in-field sales teams, and how those impacts are going to take effect for you guys. Our goal is to ensure that you have maximum efficiency and revenue by the time the weather warms up, right? So depending on where you are, it might already still be warm for you guys. And if so, I'm extremely jealous because I'm freezing here. But typically, for most of the industry, we're in an off season right now, warming up and getting ready for that busy season. So let's go ahead and dive in. Like I said, we've got time to go over. So when it comes to door knocking, in-field sales, outside sales, some things that we want to talk about of maybe why you should be looking into this or why you should be implementing it. It's a $1 billion, with a B, billion-dollar industry with 5 times growth since 2015. So that door-to-door sales has really increased with the amount of companies that are doing it. Because of that increase, making sure that you are doing it correctly and professionally is really important so that you stand out from the competition. The door-to-door sales or in-field sales has that element of human touch that print marketing, digital marketing, and inbound sales phone calls or outbound sales phone calls from your office just doesn't have. You're creating engagement with inside your communities that will rival any digital channel that you have. That face-to-face time with your community and your customers is monumentally important. You also have some in-field research, right? You have your sales teams being able to be on the ground, looking at the house when they're making sales. If I'm walking up to sales and I see signs of concern, I can then use that in my sales pitch when I'm working with the customer. I can actually walk around their house, let them know areas that might need help, how my company can solve the problems that I'm actually seeing because I'm out in the field there. Something that when you're doing any sales over the phone, you just don't have that leverage, right? We want to make sure when we're doing this door knocking or having an outside sales team that our technicians have the technology to be able to have a targeted approach. Walking up and saying, we service X amount of your neighbors. You're in an area that's X amount of distance from water. We want to be able to service you because of that information. Whatever the details are that are going to help your sales team close that sale, we want to make sure that your team has that at their fingertips. The other main benefit of why the door knocking or outside sales is going to be extremely beneficial for your team is the economics of it. If I'm in a neighborhood and I can get 5 more customers on that same street and I can roll a truck out to those houses, I'm saving on gas, time, routing, technicians, all of that. Making more dense routes has a better ROI for your team. Just as simple equations. The less I have to drive out to different neighborhoods, the better for me, right? So making those denser routes, getting all those customers on a similar or same reoccurring service schedule is going to be really helpful for you guys. So like I had mentioned in our agenda, we're going to talk about some things in the off season to think about, right? I have 3 different decisions that I want you guys to bring back to your team and really see what you can do with it. So decision 1 is going to be our team structure. So we're going to talk about build versus buy and which one might be beneficial for you. There's a reason for both for everyone. So the build versus buy is something, this is going to be like I said, our first decision. Are you going to build this outside sales team from your own resources or hire out resources, bring people on your payroll, your team, or are you going to outsource it? Because there's companies that you can actually outsource your field sales to, and they'll go do the door knocking for you. Then pros and cons to both of them, right? If we're going in-house, this is going to be for organizations that want maximum oversight, long-term career building. They want full control, cultural alignment. They want to make sure that who is going out and representing their brand is homegrown, home trained. Okay. Some cons for this is typically that has a slower ramp, some higher fixed costs, and some admin burden. You have to hire them. You have to put them on your payroll. You have to retain them. You have to train them. You have to get their technology, their uniforms. All of those things are going to be in-house. Those are going to be the sales reps that have your cultural best impact, right? They are trained by you, part of your team, building towards your future. So when they are going out in the field and doing those door-to-door sales, they're the best representation of your brand. Now, on the flip side, we can outsource. This is going to be ideal for companies that want rapid deployment of their outside sales team. They don't maybe have the bandwidth to do all of the training during this off season, and they can scale without any heavy operational overhead. I don't have to keep these people on my payroll. I maybe don't have to offer them benefits if that's something that you guys offer. So your speed to market, your scalability, through the roof on an outsourced team. Your con when you outsource this is you have a little bit less control, maybe some brand dilution. The people that are going out aren't part of your team directly. Now, these outsourced groups have really, really awesome models that are going to radiate your brand still, so it still feels personal. The customer at the front door won't know whether they're in-house or outsourced, right? making sure that you pick a vendor that aligns with you, making sure that vendor can support your outside sales. And then, like I said, just a con, you might have an additional software cost. So where you might be saving on some fixed costs and admin burdens, you might be picking up with your additional third-party software costs. Oftentimes, those outside sales teams require you to use a certain system for them to be able to go out and complete those sales for you. So that's just something to take into consideration. During the off season, if you are going to build your own in-house sales team, or if you're going to outsource it, these are some things that you want to make sure that you're aligning with that outsourced company. Again, industry-wide things we've been hearing, research that we have done, these are 3 really important parts about the professionalism at the doorstep for those in-field sales teams. We want to make sure that we have branded fleet vehicles driving through the neighborhood so that you guys are increasing your trust and they're seeing that mobile billboard driving around the neighborhood at all times, right? We don't want somebody pulling up in their personal vehicle that might have some damage to it, parking in the street and walking up to somebody's house. That's not going to represent your brand well. You're likely not going to get people answering the door. And there's always someone in the neighborhood that's going to, put it on the Ring app neighborhood of what's that random Honda doing parked outside, whatever it is. We want to make sure that we have those branded fleets out doing these sales so that you guys remain professional and remain trusted. In that same breath, uniforms are going to be extremely important. Whether if you're building your own team, they're going to have that clean branded attire. It's really for safety and professional authority. Our homes are really sacred places to us, and opening the door for someone you don't know, it is scary. We want to make sure that when we're looking through the peephole, we're checking our cameras, and the doorbell rings, we can see that branded vehicle parked out front. They're in a uniform. It's going to build trust. It's going to build that door opening conversion rate for you. We want to make sure that our sales teams are coming best foot forward so that we have the best chance for somebody actually opening up the door for us so that we can then go ahead and make those sales. And having credentials in that same breath of safety, having a visible ID badge are going to be important, making sure that the homeowner is comfortable answering that door and or even just talking to you through their camera, right? That happens a lot of times that you'll work with somebody through their doorbell camera and then maybe they'll come to the door eventually and open it up for you once you've built that trust. But making sure that your team isn't just rolling out of bed in their own clothes, in their own vehicle and knocking on doors. You're not going to see an ROI or growth that way because likely they're not going to get many people actually answering the door for them. So 3 areas that I want you to make sure that you guys are taking a look at, investing in the vehicles, the uniforms, the credentials, all an investment, right? But the ROI on those investments is having actually people trust you, open up their door and be able to make those face-to-face sales that we talked about earlier. Decision number 2 for us to make during the off season is all about commissions and logistics. Everyone can say they want to roll out a door-to-door sales team, but you have to make sure that the people that are going out to do those door-to-door sales are incentivized, want to make those sales, and are building and representing your brand correctly. The best way to motivate anyone in sales is with money. So let's go ahead and talk about through some commission and logistics here. We want to incentivize success. Like I had said, your commission model is your most powerful lever here. Think about things during this off season that are going to work for your business. Do you have tiered bonuses rewarding those sales representatives that are in your outside sales team with high volumes to push those performances, right? We want to set the bar high and let them reach it. Let them be in control of their paycheck. The key thing that we want to make sure of is quality control here, though, for our sales team. You want to implement potentially an anti-churn clause so that the customers that they are selling are long-term customers and bringing you long-term value. We don't want to pay a sales rep out for a deal that we're going to go out and service once and the customer is going to cancel. You want those door-to-door sales representatives to only close deals that are going to be long-term customers that this is actually a good solution for. We don't want to go to a home where we have the information of what their median income is in that neighborhood and sell them a service that is extremely expensive and hard to maintain, if then they know that they're going to churn. We want to use the information that we have about our customers, having those questions at the door, making sure we're selling quality services. So implementing something about the anti-churn or clawbacks in the sales industry is going to be really important for you guys to protect you. As well as balance, you want to make sure that you're incentivizing speed and retention. So yes, we want you to go out, we want you to sell, knock on as many doors as you can, but we almost want it to be a chart, right? I want you to go and sell fast, but I also want those to be stable customers that I can retain that aren't churning. So both of those things together are how our sales reps are going to succeed and earn the most amount of money. Mutually beneficial. The sales rep is getting paid for going out and doing that high volume sale, but also selling good deals. And you as a company, you're paying them, you're giving them what they deserve to incentivize that success, but you're also protecting yourself, saying what you're selling is going to maintain and be a good customer for me, and I'm going to retain them and keep them. So when we go ahead and we talk about door-to-door sales, this is something that we always have to mention. Make sure that you, during this off season, are researching compliance. There's a disclaimer on the bottom here. We have to tell you this is not legal advice, right? I'm not your lawyer. I'm just telling you, during this off season, before you invest in the trucks, the uniforms, the sales team, the payroll, or outsourcing to a different company, do the research on compliance. There are federal and state laws that you have to follow, operational control of no soliciting neighborhoods. Make sure that you have the white space in your sales to go and actually sell door to door. If 90% of your zip codes are gated communities that don't allow soliciting, this might not be a great fit for you, right? Why invest in all of that if you're not actually going to be able to roll your trucks and go do door-to-door sales? Make sure you know your state nuances and all of the rules when it comes to soliciting. The top line item here is something that I want you guys to do your own research on when it comes to building your contracts that you're going to send your team out to go actually do the sales with. You want to make sure that you guys are following that cool-off rule where they have 3 days to cancel for any door-to-door sales that might come their way. Again, I'm not going to go into each of these, but something to take into consideration. Do your research on compliance in your state, in your areas, and make sure you have room to actually go and sell before making these investments. I highlight that because I've seen it happen where somebody branded, got their sales reps trained, branded, then their outdoor sales team went to go do their door knocking, and they had 1 or 2 neighborhoods in a certain zip code that they could actually go and do this in because the rest had very specific rules, right? So again, information that we want you guys to be equipped with and make informed decisions with. All right. Last but not least is decision number 3. It's the tech stack. Obviously, WorkWave is a software company, and we are going to talk through tech in any decision that you guys are making, because tech is going to be the backbone of those sales reps being efficient. We want real-time visibility. We want those sales reps to have information at their fingertips so they can go out and best support your brand and make sales effectively. Some non-negotiables that we're going to talk through is having an integrated sales CRM for your outside team to process on. You want everything to be integrated together so that they're working with the most up-to-date information, and what they're doing out in the field is coming back to the office and vice versa. Having a visual map as an outside sales rep, being able to see where they can go and sell and where door knocking efforts have happened previously. We don't want your outside sales team to knock on the same door in the same day, right? That doesn't look good. So having a visual map that's updated in real time, knowing where and what's been done at that address before, crucial. Another thing we want to make sure when it comes to your tech stack, whichever tech stack you use, is making sure you can capture payment at the door professionally. We don't want a sales representative handing over their personal cell phone with a cracked screen, saying, yeah, give me your credit card information. I'm going to get you signed up today. That won't land well. We want to be able to hand over potentially a very professional in a case tablet with a contract where the customer can put their payment information in securely and confidently. We don't want to leave that front door without capturing payment, because at that point then they're really not a reliable long-term retained customer. So having the technology to be able to capture the payment at the door, number one, right? We also want to make sure we can capture a signature for them in that same breath. We want to hold them accountable with those signatures on digital contracts. Paper contracts are going to get messy, get lost, don't feel as professional in today's space as having that e-signature. And lastly, in your tech stack, you want to make sure that you can do an instant scheduling with them. There is nothing less motivating for a customer than putting their credit card on file, signing a contract. Your sales rep did an amazing job. The customer is excited to get started with you. You've highlighted to them all of these different issues that they might be having because you were out around their house looking at things. You use that in your sales pitch. And then you say, great, thanks so much, Mrs. Smith. I got your credit card. I got your signature. My office is going to call you in a couple days and get something scheduled for you. The customer instantly loses momentum. Then when you have that cool off period that we talked about on the compliance slide, they have an option in those 3 days potentially to cancel. So if I don't have instant scheduling where I get Miss Smith's credit card and say, I have a technician who's coming out here on Thursday at 10 a.m. for you, or I have a technician coming tomorrow at noon, having that instant schedule with optimized routing so it's still beneficial for your company is going to be crucial in maintaining that customer. We don't want to get them scheduled 3 weeks out from when we do the door knocking. They're going to lose momentum. They're going to forget about it. The charge is going to hit their credit card. They're going to call you, all the things. We want instant scheduling. You guys are so good at what you do. Getting those technicians out there as fast as possible is going to show the customer that you care about them. Your brand is reliable. Your brand is going to take care of the issue. And then you have that opportunity to keep the momentum of that first interaction they had with your sales rep. We want that interaction to be positive and then have the technician follow through and continue to build your brand in a positive light. Again, whatever tech stack you choose to accomplish this with, these are 4 things that at WorkWave we consider non-negotiables. These are the 4 things that the most successful door knocking companies are doing today, and doing it well, and continuing to grow upon. We want easy to use of these options as well. If your sales rep at the door has to open up 6 different platforms in order to get these 4 things done, Miss Smith at the door is likely just going to close the door in their face. If it takes you 14 minutes to capture my payment and you have to go here and call someone and move this around to here, they're losing interest, right? We need to be efficient, fast, and professional when we're doing all 4 of these things here. Awesome. So again, whether you're doing this in-house and you built your own team, making sure you have that technology. If you're outsourcing your door-to-door sales, make sure that the company that you are going with has an answer to all 4 of these. Ask them, what do you guys do for instant payment? How do you capture signatures? How are you scheduling? That instant scheduling one, make that optimized routing, that second piece of it, is something I really want you to take the time during this off season to look at, because there's a lot of systems and softwares that can schedule for you, but they're not optimized in your routing. You want to make sure you're getting the most ROI on those sales reps and the deals that are being closed. If I'm already going to be out in that neighborhood 2 days from them between 12 and 3, I want my software to do that for me and put this new customer on that same schedule so my truck is rolling to that neighborhood once, saving me on payroll, gas, all the things. Okay. Again, whichever platform you go with, make sure you're asking about these 4 things. That's my biggest key for decision number 3. So let's go ahead and talk through some proven tips for success. Again, I've been at WorkWave for 6 years, working with some of the top pest control companies in the world who are doing this on a day-to-day basis, and I've learned a thing or two. taking this information and compiling it for you guys today, I want to review some tips that you guys can implement for success. When it comes to door-to-door sales, property details are going to be your biggest gold mine. Knowing the details of the home that you are going to go knock on the door to opens up sales opportunities before they even open the front door to you. I want to know, what's the median income in this neighborhood? Any other details about the customer? How long have they owned the home for? Information like that. If I know you bought this house 3 months ago and I walk up to the door, I'm going to say, congratulations. You guys are going through probably so much construction, painting, all the things. I want you to take care of your new investment. Let's go ahead and get you signed up for pest control, right? Little nuggets of information that you can use, or your sales team can use during that sales pitch. Instant winner. Going up to the front door with a generic pitch won't land well a lot of the times. So again, even as something as simple for your outdoor sales team, if they see a little dog in the window, right? I see you have a dog. Are the solutions that we use to take care of pest control or dog safe? I can see how much you love that little one. Any details that you can get are going to help close as many deals as possible. Some other tips for success, well, like we had mentioned earlier, opening the front door to someone that you don't know in 2025, scary, okay? We want to warm up the territory before we send out our sales team, which is why we're talking through this right now in the middle of December, right? This is the time to start warming up that territory before you roll out that sales team. Think about mailers, print marketing. We want them to see our name, see our truck in the neighborhood, know who we are, so that when they open up their doorbell camera and they see your team standing there with your logo on their shirt, it's not the first time they're seeing your name. And you've already kind of built that trust. You have brand recognition within their four walls of their home. And the conversion rate for them actually opening the door and then you being able to make a sale is going to be much higher. We don't ever want to just ring a doorbell. They've never heard of us. Warm up your territory. That's going to be very, very key for success in this outdoor sales field. Looking at a map view for density. Again, we started this webinar 90 days before busy season so that you can start doing the research so that your sales team is informed and empowered to go out and make sales. We want to identify where our customers' leads and prospects are. There's nothing more embarrassing in outdoor sales than ringing the doorbell of an already existing customer and trying to sell them a service they're already paying for. Not a good look. So we want to know where our customers are. We can still ring their doorbell, cross-sell, and upsell them. But being able to say, hey, Mr. Jones, I see that you're signed up for a quarterly service. How's that going for you? I'm just doing a little pulse check. Looking around your house, I think that you also are a really great candidate for service X, Y, and Z. Leads and prospects, knowing who else in the neighborhood is not getting service from you, and use those existing customers as social proof. All of us have probably had somebody come and ring the doorbell and say, hey, I'm selling solar. Your neighbor down the street signed up with us. They got solar installed and they're saving X. Using that same logistic, having that social proof, builds trust of the person who's at your door and helps them know that other people in their neighborhood are taking advantage of this. So again, doing that research during this slower season gets us ready for busy season. Lastly, two things that I really want you to take into consideration to help your outside sales team succeed are offering more ways to pay, financing solutions for more expensive jobs, knowing your leads and prospects, the median income of a neighborhood. If I'm going into a neighborhood and trying to sell a very expensive service, offering more ways to pay is just going to give your sales team more tools in their tool belt to be able to actually close that deal when they're standing on the front porch of a prospect. It allows them, if they're getting those that feedback from the customer, or like, hey, sorry, it's a little too expensive, not now. Oh, okay. I'm going to combat that with, I have more ways for you to pay. Make sure whatever tech stack you choose allows your sales team to do this very effectively and quickly. We want to be able to offer those financing options like that. We don't want to make it an uncomfortable situation where we're standing on the doorstep trying to get something sold. Again, just offer those more ways to pay. Do the research of off season here of which companies can help you offer that if you don't do the financing in-house yourself. And I know we talked about this on an earlier slide, but if you take one thing from today, from the proven tips from success and the decisions that you were making before, it's scheduling on the spot. Scheduling your customers while you are at the door for that first service after you've captured their payment information and you've captured their signature on a contract is going to turn into the longest retained customers and happiest customers, which again, that's what we're paying our sales team to do. As we talked about earlier, we're incentivizing them to get as many sales as possible, but good sales that are going to turn into long-term customers. If you cannot schedule on the spot, that churn rate is what we have seen industry-wide. That churn rate is going to be high if we can't actually schedule them on the spot. So something to keep into consideration when you're looking at a tech stack to go out and use during this door-to-door sales adventure that you might be starting. If you're doing door-to-door sales today and you can't do any of these things, something to take into consideration and maybe reevaluate before 90 days from now when the weather starts warming up and we start rolling out these door-to-door sales teams. We talked heavily about the 90-day plan, right? I keep mentioning 90 days, 90 days. This is a brief overview, a plan for you guys, if you will. Feel free to take a picture, grab a screenshot, what to get done in the next 90 days as a readiness plan. If you got something done in category 1 through 30, if you did that closer to 31 to 60, this again is a blueprint for you. Think of it as a checklist. These are suggestions on the timeline to get these items done based off of what we've seen be extremely successful based off of our industry knowledge. I want you to take this information, even if you already have a door-to-door sales team, and use it as I'm going to go and check all of these areas so that my team is ready for the busy season. Maybe you need to decide and restructure your bonuses or your commissions. If you're launching a team for the first time, making sure that you are building that bonus structure from the ground up and educating the sales team on what that looks like. I think in this days 61 to 90 are some of the hardest, but some of the most impactful. We want training and in-field testing, sales scripts, mobile workflows, real-time scheduling, making sure that your team, they can have the best uniform, the greatest looking trucks. If they ring that doorbell and they don't have a sales script, you're going to start to fail. We want to make sure that they have the tools that they need to be able to close deals so that they can make commission, you retain the customers, you retain the sales group, and you have a successful season. Door-to-door sales can drastically increase your customer count if done correctly, but can also be a brand deterrent if not done correctly. If you're ringing the doorbell and you're handing over a cracked iPhone, personal phone to capture somebody's credit card, you could send them all the digital marketing and mail print marketing in the world. They're not going to have that trust in your brand. First impressions in these outdoor sales teams are crucial and impactful. If you guys have any questions about anything we covered today, feel free to reach out to your account manager or any of our account managers if you're not a current customer of ours to give you more details on how PestPac can support your door-to-door and outside sales efforts. Today, we talked about that tech stack heavily. Making sure you have the right tech stack in your back pocket to go out and accomplish this for a successful season is what we're here to help you do. I had a great time catching up with all of you today. Appreciate your time, and I really applaud you for investing 30 minutes of this extremely busy time of the year in bettering your business with outdoor sales. I would love to connect with you guys further. Please scan the QR code and reach out to us so that we can help your outside sales team be the best it can be for a successful season. We want to see you grow and would love to be able to help you guys in any way that we can. Again, thank you so much for your time today. Hope everyone has a happy holiday season. I'll catch up with you all soon.